This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.
Hello, I'm Faye Fredericks with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. A flash flood warning came and went in northern Arizona for areas near the pipeline fire burn scar. You can see the damage. You can see it's already having an impact in some of the damage here. Our Christine Stanwood taking this video in the Wapatki Trails neighborhood north of Flagstaff. Cynthia Cobalds sharing this video with us of the rain off Highway 89 just south of Hutchison Acres. And here in the valley, flooding near Litchfield and Peck in Glendale. You can track the storms in your neighborhood by downloading the ABC15 app. Just pull out your phone's camera and scan the QR code or go to your phone's app store and Google ABC15. We're following a number of developing stories. First out of Phoenix, where a woman was found dead along a trail in North Mountain Park. Phoenix firefighters say they found the woman this morning on the trail near 7th Avenue in Peoria. It's unclear how she died. Phoenix police are now investigating. In Central Phoenix, an investigation underway after a man was shot and crashed into a tree overnight. This happened near 24th Street and McDowell. Officers initially responding to a call about gunshots in the area. When they arrived, they found a vehicle that had slammed into a tree. The man inside was apparently suffering from a gunshot wound. He was taken to the hospital where he died. Authorities have not released any information on suspects. Today, Phoenix Mercury star Brittney Griner returning to a Russian courtroom for her drug trial. Session lasted about 90 minutes before the case was adjourned. Tomorrow will be another key day. Griner is set to testify for the first time. Her lawyers say she was carrying prescribed medical cannabis for severe chronic pain. But Russia says those substances are considered illegal in that country. Griner could face up to 10 years in prison if convicted. With the U.S. now leading the world in monkeypox cases, Maricopa County Department of Public Health is trying to help mitigate the spread by providing free vaccines for those most at risk. They'll be providing free vaccines at their immunization clinic Wednesday from 5 to 8 p.m. But say due to limited supply, only those who've had direct contact with someone with monkeypox is eligible. Health officials say the virus primarily presents as a rash and lesions and is transmitted by skin-to-skin contact. If you have symptoms and test positive, health officials say immediately isolate from others.
Covering that rash, making sure that they're not having direct contact, and thinking about other contact within their household. So even sharing textiles, sharing sheets and towels.
The goal of the department at this time is to help mitigate spread and prevent an outbreak in the county and the state. Big economic news hanging over the country right now, the threat of a recession. This Thursday, officials expect the data to show the U.S. saw its second consecutive quarter of negative GDP. That's long been the definition of a recession, but experts say it's not quite that cut and dry this time because we've seen continued job growth and low unemployment. Of course, we're also dealing with inflation. Tomorrow, the Fed is expected to raise rates yet again by 3/4 of a point. Economists like ASU professor Dennis Hoffman say a lot of things are hanging in the balance right now.
So inflation is a spiral up. A recession will be a spiral down. Demand is actually the antidote for inflation because it stops the upward spiral. But the Fed's got a real balancing act to do.
Professor Hoffman told us many complex factors will determine the coming months, but a lot of this is a delayed domino effect of COVID. If the U.S. does slip into a recession, he says the most pain and unemployment will likely be experienced by the same low-income Americans who suffered the most during the pandemic.
Tracking your forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Amber Sellens. And the flood threat remains high across our state. Every spot shaded in green under a flood watch until 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. Now this as high pressure sits out to our east, keeping the monsoon moisture flowing in. We're going to have daily storm chances in our forecast through the rest of the week and even into the weekend too. Tomorrow, more likely a down day for us. Still a slight chance of spotty storms at 20%, but those storm chances are going to increase even more in the valley by the end of the week. Temperatures getting a little bit warmer too. Upper 80s by 9 a.m., mid 90s at noon, and 100 degrees around 4 p.m. here tomorrow. So still running below average by several degrees as we keep these daytime highs in the low triple digits and overnight lows in the 80s. You'll notice that storm chance up to 40% now in the Friday and Saturday forecast. So that looks to be our best bets here in the Phoenix metro area. Storm chances, though, sticking with us into early next week.
For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, head to abc15.com or download the free ABC15 mobile app.
This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.